I often, after many years of dancing and experience a little bit, I often practice, and this is what we do, all dancers, every day, mechanics and techniques in dancing. So of course, when I dance every day and I practice every day, I'm concentrated and I'm focusing on my action and mechanics and techniques, because are the fundamentals which without any fundamentals, I will be, or we all will be not able to make a good performance or to become a good dancers. So to learn and continue keeping, improving and understanding mechanics and techniques is extremely important. And every day we practice that. But ladies and gentlemen, one thing is when you are going to practice every day, and another thing is when you are going to have a performance. And that's a little bit my question today, because I have experienced myself together with Dasha, and also when I'm going to watch a competition and I see other dancers, I often see that instead of making a performance, instead of be a little bit free, we are still sticking with the idea of showing the right mechanics and techniques, which is totally right. But in the other way, for my opinion, when I'm performing, it's not right anymore. Because I cannot show in my face, when I dance for all of you, that I'm thinking to do the check forward walk, that I'm thinking to do a backward walk, sorry. I cannot think while I'm performing, but I have to change a little bit the idea. So today, the title, let me say, of our lecture, which we decide to give to the lecture, is Colors in Techniques and Mechanics. Why colors? Colors because I believe that dancers must have always a picture impressed in the mind before or while we are doing any steps. If I don't have any picture in my mind, I will stick in thinking about and showing mechanics and techniques, which is totally correct and which will probably give me already a great performance. But this is, I guess, if you are going to watch a competition and you are paying the ticket, if I'm going to a theater and I'm paying my ticket to watch a show, to watch performers performing, I don't really want to see, for my personal opinion, that they are thinking while they're acting or they are thinking while they're dancing. And it's the same thing if I ask Dasha, okay, Dasha, let's go to a restaurant. I decide together with Dasha to go for a restaurant. I sit in a table, I order some food, I order a bottle of wine, and then I leave the restaurant. This is something to connect, actually, with the title of the Congress. Because the title of the Congress is Past, Present, and Future. So I'm thinking to go to the restaurant. I'm sitting in the restaurant. But when I'm sitting in the restaurant, the present, so when I think to go to restaurant, it's already past. But when I'm sitting in the restaurant and order a wine, I want to feel. I don't want to think. I want to feel, I want to taste, I want to smell. And later on, when I go back home, that's the future, I will think again. How was the wine? Oh, okay, it was okay. I like it. What do you think about the restaurant? I enjoyed. But the present moment, ladies and gentlemen, I'm not thinking, I actually feel it. So that's what helped me and Dasha by using colors in mechanics and techniques, and helped me and Dasha to understand that I can practice every day mechanics and techniques, becoming better and better. I can think after the performance about mechanics and techniques, how it was the competition, how it was that performance. But the day I'm going to perform, I will have to feel. So there is a big difference between these two words, thinking and feeling. Now, I choose colors in mechanics and techniques because I believe, as I told you, each dancer, before making any steps, must have an image, must have a picture in the mind which can reproduce a certain mood. Today, ladies and gentlemen, I want to show you a little bit this idea to let you understand better and better in Rumba. I choose Rumba for you. And already when I talk about Rumba, what helps us is to choose some of the colors which can recreate the mood and which can give me the opportunity or give us the opportunity to reproduce this mood while we are dancing by feeling mechanics and techniques and not by thinking. So I'm gonna feel mechanics and techniques by adding colors on it, not by thinking exactly what I have to do. This is something you have practiced already before, and you will think in later in the future, but not the day of the performance. So, for example, I believe that Rumba has a lot of black. Black for me, as a key word, as a mood word, is quite dramatic. I can say it's dramatic. And this dramatic feeling will give me the picture to put in my mind. To put in my mind and say dramatic is quite, for me, holding energy, so it's not so free in the energy, it's quite, dramatic is keeping the energy inside, it's holding the energy, and it's quite direct in action and timing, and quite direct in what we are going to do. So for example, if we start our beginning, of course all the body, if I think about the black, dramatic, holding, physical, quite powerful, quite black. She will put this in her mind, I will put this in my mind, I will create the feeling of the black, and we will start our choreography. It's quite physical. Direct. So in the energy, sorry, amor, thank you. In the energy, ladies and gentlemen, it was quite dramatic. So I have dramatic as a key word, mood word, holding, physical, holding energy, quite physical, quite direct, quite sharp in timing and action. But okay, first of all, maybe we show this with the music, yes? Can we have track number 1, please? we try our best sometimes, and that's the point. It's quite difficult to dance everything black. And that's the point, because life isn't about one color. It is not only black or only white. Life is about colors. It's energy. We are constantly moving our energy, and colors are changing all the time. A few days ago it was 30 degrees, sunny, very hot in the room. Today it's quite windy, cold, raining. So we're changing. If I eat fish every day, I might become tired. If you see me dancing black or routine every day, round after round, you might become boring for you. It might be boring for you. It's really boring for us to dance this way. So, anyway, black is one of the main colors we use in rumba. And another colors we choose is a totally kind of opposite color, which helps us to be in another mood. And let me say, I can choose the light blue, so it's not so heavy, dark, physical, strong, with the holding energy. Light blue is actually free energy. It's much lighter, it's much softer between me, myself, my steps, between me and my partner. And that's why if I dance the same piece of choreography with the idea of putting the picture of light blue in my mind, which is, as a keyword, is quite lyrical and balletic. As a keyword, lyrical and balletic. And down this word, there are few layers which give me the feeling of a free energy, softness, lightness. Then we can start, and already this is in my mind and in her mind, and whatever we do, we keep this light blue in our mind. And the feeling becomes much more light blue. It's up in the air, and somewhere there. Is yes. Let me. Thank you. I'm just gonna take some water as my. So it's a contrast against the black. Black, dramatic, physical, direct, sharp. I don't really see her. I see her, but I don't see her because I wanna stay a bit away. It's quite black. It gives me the feeling of physical, black color. I put it in my mind and I dance. Light blue. I think about the light blue. Mood word will be a little bit lyrical, balletic, and I'm already have the feeling of being balletic and lighter in the feeling and in what I'm doing. So we dance with this idea, soft, light, Can we see this with the music? Track number 1. Lyrical, light blue. Thank you. Now, as I told you, it's not quite easy to stay in one mood all the time. It's like eating fish every day. Heavy. Dancing black all the time. Heavy to feel, heavy to dance, heavy to watch. Ladies and gentlemen, this is very important. If I have the chance to feel it, I will have much more chance to radiate my feeling to all of you. If I'm going to dance a performance or competition, whatever you call, and you are thinking about the right mechanics and techniques, this is absolutely correct, and you will have to keep pushing yourself and doing better and better, because without mechanics and techniques, the right mechanics and techniques, you will not be able to become a good dancer or a good teacher or whatever. So that's the fundamental, that's the base, but I don't have to stick the day of performance in the past, with the idea of the past, which is thinking, because past for me is practicing. I've been practicing so much to come in Blackpool. I will think after Blackpool what was good or what was not so good, and I will keep pushing ourselves to improve more and more. But the day of competition, the day of a show, the day of a performance, I will have to feel it. And I feel mechanics and techniques by adding colors. Because if I add colors, that means I'm putting ideas, I'm putting pictures in my mind which will create a mood and which can reproduce every time something that it might radiate to all of you, because I'm feeling, it's radiating to all of you, and I will give you a chance to feel whatever I'm feeling. If I drink a wine, I'm giving you a chance, because I feel and I don't like, I give you a chance to feel because I feel. But if I only drink a wine and I don't make any expression, this means I'm empty. You cannot understand my feeling. And in dancing, unfortunately, we are dancers which performing art, and I have to give you something back. Otherwise, I don't come. You pay the tickets to see some performance. You don't pay the tickets to understand how it works or how you want me to see mechanics and techniques. I will think about mechanics and techniques in the past. I will think in the future, but I will feel it in the present. For myself, what helps for ourselves is by putting colors in mechanics and techniques. I adding colors. I don't say I will forget, but I'm adding some colors, some feeling in it. Black, light blue. Black, dramatic, strong, physical. Light blue, soft, balletic, lyrical. And let me say maybe red, which will give us the idea of more flirting with each other. Flirting with each other, for myself, is much more grounded there. earthier in the ground, because I want to flirt with my partner, she wants to flirt with me. It's much more body action, it's much more feeling our body action. It's almost like getting closer, smell each other, touch, but don't touch. Yes, but no. Question mark. Let's try with the red one. Red, flirting, grounded, body parts, feeling by almost listening. I'm talking to her. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm sure a little bit you can see the difference when we put in different colors in our mind. And I'm sure that we feel a different mood every time we put colors, and we add colors in techniques and mechanics. Now, the magic, as I always say, is in the mix. You cannot dance only black. We cannot dance only blue or light blue. We cannot dance only red. But the magic is in the mix. We can add all the colors of the rainbow in the dancing. I might dance black while she's dancing light blue. We may dance both black going to the red, but then I do light blue and she'll still be in black. So the magic is really in the mix. Life is not about colors. Life is about only one color. Life is not about only one color. Life is about many colors, many energy. And don't miss the chance, ladies and gentlemen, to feel the present. Because nowadays, we are so busy that we are thinking a lot about the past. We are thinking always later on, which is correct. We have to accept it. But don't miss the chance to live the present. So whatever happened, I have been practicing my mechanics and my techniques for a long time. But now, I will have to be present and I will have to feel whatever I do. So ladies and gentlemen, I guess now it's time to leave you. And I want to leave you with our piece of Rumba show, which we love. And even if the music will give you the feeling of a little bit lightness, because that's a bit the music, softness, doesn't mean I have to dance every step with a light blue feeling. I will mix it, but definitely, and this is also very important, I will follow also the music. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. I will just take the microphone out and dance for you my show.